Let me explain this to you in a whole different way. Let's look at what this den of lions looked like. Okay, so verse 16 and 17. Let me explain this to you because I know that everybody in this room has went through something. And I think that when I read this and I let you in on this, this is going to be exactly how it felt. This is going to be exactly how it looked in your life when you went through some stuff. Verse 16 and 17. Then the king commanded, they brought Daniel, and they cast him into the den of lions. The word for cast him there literally means that they threw him down into. Okay? Now the king spoke and said to Daniel, your God whom you serve continually, he will deliver you. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own signet, and also the signet of the other lords, so that nothing might be changed concerning Daniel. So he gets he gets thrown down into a den of lions. Now, when you actually look at the Hebrew surrounding this den of lions, this den, or in Hebrew, gob, means a constructed, man-made, dug-out pit. It's closely related to a word gabe, which actually means cisterns and many trenches. And it's also related to the word goob, which is actually a Hebrew word. So next time you call somebody a goober, you're just speaking Hebrew. Don't worry about it. Goob meaning for the purpose of wild animals. So when we get to this word for den of lions, it paints a picture of almost a dug out hillside where they have created a door that they put the stone in front of, with many trenches going to the top where they would throw down food to bait wild animals to come inside, and then put the stone against the door where the enemy came in, where the lion came in, where the tigers came in, and they'd put the stone up against it so they couldn't get back out. That's what the den of lions looked like based on the language. Okay? So it's very important to understand that, because you need to understand that Daniel was cast down. And that doesn't make sense if you don't have the picture in your mind. Daniel was thrown down into the den of lions through what looked like a trench hole at the top where the bait was applied into the den of lions. The lions walk in through the door and get trapped in with the stone. But Daniel entered through a hole in the ceiling where the food comes in from. Now look at your life. Look at the last time that you thought you were facing the lions that are in life. Tell me how it felt. See, because the way that the enemy literally sets everything up, the battle is supposed to look hopeless. The battle is supposed to look like a foregone conclusion. You enter the same way that the food does, and the actual competitor enters through the door. This isn't a one-on-one fight. That's not the way it's meant to look. That's not the way that it's meant to feel. The reason that you feel like you're so easily overcame, or that you're fighting something that is greater than you and stronger than you, is because you enter by the way that the food comes in. It's why you feel like prey instead of predator. It's why you don't feel like a lion and you feel like you're facing the lion. It's because of how the story is set up. And it always feels this way. It feels like a hopeless situation. See, if I entered through the same door the lion did, it'd feel like a boxing match. Right? At least then it's two competitors entering in the same way. Nobody knows which way it's going to go yet.